Hi, and welcome back to my channel. I want to thank you to all my subscribers who have supported me through this video journey, and I'm hoping that you continue to be with me through this journey. It's a blessing to have your support. To all my family, friends, and loved ones, as well as to other viewers all over the world who may be chiming in to these encouraging messages as the Lord sees fit for me to give to you. And I just wanted to thank you again from the bottom of my heart for your support, and as well as for your continued support. I just felt led in this video to reach folks during this time of year, and we used to hear the saying more than we do now, that Jesus is the reason for the season. And it seems like no matter what season, need it be Christmas, whatever time of the year, whatever month, summer, spring, or fall, it seems that Jesus is starting to be less and less of a topic for people. God in general is being less and less of a topic for people, and it's sad in my heart. I was taught by my beloved Pastor Ann Qahir, which I would like to give many thanks to her for all her support and teaching throughout this year, because she is what has been feeding into me all these years. Glory be to God. And one of the things that she told us was, we are oozing God out. And she gave the acronym of EGO, E-G-O, oozing God out. And when you hear that, you know, people first, when you hear, of course, the word ego, you think of like a macho or puffed up or some form of pride or confidence. But you would never equate those initials, or again, that quote, that acronym, to oozing God out. And this is something that we need to really ask ourselves. Are we gradually more and more oozing God out? Are we doing it in our everyday lives? Are we doing it with our families? Are we doing it with our children? Are you oozing God out? And for those of you who are probably watching this, you already have become very familiar with God. Need it be you were brought up in a Christian household, your grandparents, your mother or your father, aunts, uncle, whoever would take you to Sunday service, Sunday school. You were taught the basis about God. And we as a people who are proclaiming to be Christians need to enlighten folks around us, or even remind ourselves sometimes, are we oozing God out? Are we less and less becoming like, more and more, becoming like the world, where God is not a factor? Jesus is not a factor. I know during this time, in this Christmas holiday, you see a lot of the Xmas going on. That's a confirmation of oozing God out. You're trying to take Christ out of Christmas, or you're trying to take Christ, which is a derivative of God, out of the equation, and that can't be people out there. And I just want to encourage you, and for somebody who is watching this who may be under attack through family, on the job, or whatever, to kind of get caught up in that sickness of oozing God out, to be aware of the trickery of the devil. Be aware of that. In Galatians Ch.3, it said, "O foolish Galatian, who has bewitched you?" We cannot be bewitched by what the world is saying nowadays about taking Jesus Christ out of the equation, taking God out of the equation. It's not going to work for us, guys. And those of you who are in the faith, those of you who are brought up, yes, you have heard about Judgment Day. Yes, you have heard about the rapture. You have heard about all these things. Don't let it slip your mind. Don't let it slip your mind. Even in the Bible, they said that they've been talking about the end of days forever, and it hasn't come yet. There are people still around here today believing that same thing, and I'm here to tell you that Jesus' return is right around the corner. Literally any day now. The Bible constantly, daily, monthly, yearly is fulfilling itself. And if you know your word, you will know that the Bible said 1,000 years with God is as is one day. So we have to, men and women out there, see where we may be oozing God out. And it is something that can easily be done, especially in these last days. Any day for that matter, because again, that's been said since Jesus' time, and that's been many years ago. But we have to make sure that we're not doing that. Need to be, we're getting caught up in our money situations, our livelihoods, trying to keep up with the Joneses and what everybody else is doing around us. These different lifestyles and this and that. Oh my God, trying to be politically correct. by not offending this one or that one. And in the midst of you doing all that, are you compromising? Are you compromising your salvation with God? Have you not, considered that to be a priority? Have you not considered God's feelings? Have you not considered how you are looking in the eyesight of God? So this is just like a reminder for some, a wake-up call for others to say, don't ooze God out of your life. Keep your relationship with God. If you are being enlightened about God, because every now and then somebody is dropping a seed in your ear about, you need to get your life right with God and make Jesus your choice, or where are you going when you die? That's another thing with this title. I didn't know what to name this video, to say, a lot of people, you're going to be called home one day. One day you're going to have to leave here. Are you ready? Are you ready? A lot of people are not walking around here thinking about that. So I just wanted to say that to you folks, and I want to put a few scriptures in the description area for you to study, to consider, to reread. Sometimes, especially us as, Christians, we've read things years ago. Maybe we heard it in church, but we forgot about it. We haven't applied it. It's become like a love song, as my pastor would say. It's a love song. Some of us have become spiritual addicts, to where we need quick fixes. We don't really want to go twine, but we do quick fixes. And we can't continue to do that, because any day now, this world is going to come to an end, whether we are ready or not. So here is the SOS, guys. Here is the SOS. Jesus is about every season. God is about every day. God is about it. So wake up somebody around you, even when you're out here on social media. What are you talking about? What are you receiving? What's intriguing you? What's your interest? What's your itch factor? We have to really go into this on this year, saints of God, and men and women who are now becoming curious about starting a life with God, or giving your life over to Jesus Christ. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. So I encourage you out there to rededicate yourself, pass this message on to others. I can't say that enough, because each one teach one. And this is how we have to, it is not over with us spreading the gospel. It is not over. It's not about us going to church on Sunday and just being in four walls and thinking that it stops there. It has to keep on going. We have to get this out as much and as quickly as possible, because the end of days are here. I just wanted to share this with you. Again, I'm going to have some scriptures in the description box so that you can read them or meditate on them, and prayerfully that you do, and continue your walk and your encouragement with Christ. I love you in God's love. God bless you. Please continue to support this channel by liking and subscribing, and God bless you. And I pray that God continue to give you a blessed, fun-filled day. God bless you.